Going on a cruise is different than going on a plane, but one thing that they both have in common is that all passengers still have to go through security. Don't make these mistakes that can lead to delays and a more stressful boarding. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, big ship or small ship, we're all going to have to go through cruise ship security before embarking. And especially if you're a first-time cruiser, it can be a little bit stressful not knowing what to expect. However, even for more experienced cruisers, procedures change and rules change, and avoiding these mistakes will ensure a smooth and stress-free start to the cruise. Now, as always, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Number one, expecting security to be the same as the airport. Now, even though you are going to go through security, the reality is that when you are boarding a cruise ship, it is a lot more relaxed. However, you are still going to have those x-ray machines where your bags are going to go through, and you're also going to be going through metal detectors. Now, the rules for liquids don't apply, but the rules for what you can and cannot bring on a cruise do. Number two, arriving unprepared. Now, when you go through cruise ship security, you are going to have to show your boarding documents and your documentation. Now, this is going to mean that you're going to have to show your passport and or your government ID. And oftentimes you're going to have to show this more than once, so hold on to that. Now, something else that's a good idea is make sure that each person in the party is holding their own passport or ID. Now, a lot of times the cruise line is going to ask you to print out that boarding pass. So if they do, make sure that you do have it. In other cases, they're going to be fine with you showing your boarding pass on your phone. And if you are cruising with Princess and you've had a medallion that is shipped to your home, don't forget to bring it with you, as you will need that to board. Now, by the way, if you do forget your boarding pass at home or even your medallion, that usually is not going to stop you from boarding. Of course, you do have to make sure that you do have your passport or required ID. You can expect a little delay because you are going to have to do this with a check-in agent, but you will usually be able to board. Number three, not downloading your cruise line app before you get to the cruise terminal. Now, having your cruise line app is going to make it faster to board. And just a little tip, if you have your boarding pass or your booking information, even your cabin information, that is all going to be within your booking and is available on the app. Now, sometimes what happens is in the cruise terminal building, the internet, the Wi-Fi can be a little bit wonky. So I do suggest that you screenshot that so that you have access to it at all times, and it does make everything much easier. Number four, not emptying your pockets when you get to the x-ray machines. So just like when you do board a plane, you're gonna have to go through security, you're gonna have those x-ray machines. Well, you do need to put your wallet, maybe AirPods, car keys, anything like that. You do need to empty your pockets and put them in that little bin. Now, when it comes to your carry-on bag and any other small luggage that you're bringing with you, you're gonna have to put that through the conveyor belt as well. Now, don't be surprised if when your carry-on bag does go through the x-ray machine, sometimes they may find a little something that they wanna investigate a little bit further. Don't be nervous about that. Most of the time, they might find maybe a refillable water bottle. They might open it up, see that nothing is inside that. I speak from experience, but then they'll let you go on your way. Now, most of the time, you're going to be able to keep your electronics right in your carry-on bag, so that includes even your phone. Most of the time, you can leave that in your purse. However, different cruise terminals can have different security rules. For instance, when we cruised out of Vancouver, we were a little bit surprised, but we needed to remove our shoes and our sweatshirts. So obviously, follow the rules as per your cruise terminal. Number five, and this is probably the biggest mistake and it can delay boarding, it's bringing prohibited items. Now, a lot of times people might bring prohibited items unintentionally, and some of those things can include bringing an iron because it's a potential fire hazard. It is not allowed on a cruise, and other things that you can't bring are a non-surge protected power bar. Now, when it comes to power bars and power strips, there are some different rules around it, and the security can inspect your item. By the way, I am going to leave non-surge protected power cubes that are allowed on most cruise lines. I am going to leave that linked down below in the description of this video. And if by chance you are sailing with Royal Caribbean, they have recently changed their policy as to what is permitted on their cruise. They do allow USB multi-plug hubs, so I will leave a charging station down below in the description of the video in case you do want to check that out. Now, other things that you can't bring on a cruise, and this is the same as on a plane, so weapons, ammunition, any of those items are not permitted. Number 6, not knowing which type of drinks you can bring on a cruise. Now, this is something else that can potentially get confiscated, so you do want to know about this. Many cruise ships are going to allow you to bring a certain amount of liquids. Now, this can include 1 bottle of wine per person, or in some cases sparkling wine. So you want to make sure you check the policy with your cruise line. And the other thing is, a lot of mainstream cruise lines allow people to bring a small quantity of soda on board. So usually that's 12 cans on embarkation day. But you can't bring hard alcohol and beer, and yes, this will be confiscated. Now, something else to watch for is big bottles of mouthwash, big Costco size bottles of shampoo, especially if you're going on a 4-day cruise. The security guards have pretty much seen everything, and they are checking for that because they know that this is one way that people do try to sneak in booze. Now, usually this isn't going to result in you being denied boarding, but it probably is going to cause a delay. Now, I have one more, but then I have a little bit of a bonus that you'll want to know for cruise ship security when in port. Number 7, not realizing that there will be sniffer dogs. Now, sniffer dogs can do random checks, and in some cases, they may be in the cruise terminal, although this is less likely. However, we have seen the sniffer dogs around the luggage before they are put on the cruise ship. Bonus, what to expect from cruise ship security when you're in cruise ports of call. Now, after you leave your cruise ship for the day, when you are coming back from your cruise port of call, you're going to board the ship on a gangway, and then you're going to go through cruise ship security again. Now, what you'll need to do is you'll need to show your cruise card. It's going to be scanned so that they know that you're back on the cruise ship. And as well, your bags, any beach bags, etc. that you have are going to have to go through those x-ray machines. And just like when you're boarding the cruise ship on embarkation day, you're going to want to be prepared so you can get through that security quickly and get back on the ship and enjoy the rest of your day. Now, I hope that you found this video helpful. Please let me know any security stories that you might have. Please let me know down in the comments below, and let me know any questions that you might have as well. If you found this video helpful, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.